Yes, yes. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How you doing, sister?
I'm doing fine today. What about you?
I'm doing well. Sometimes we have to just chat, and there are things to chat about. So today we're gonna meet here and just talk. So whoever want to listen to us can take a chance and listen to us, right?
Wonderful, no problem.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So how has your day been so far?
It's been a little bit up and down, but I did manage to take some time off to just go easy. What about yours?
Wonderful. Well, mine has been hot and miserable and humid, but I got to give them because I have fun and I can fun myself with too fun and other stuff. And like the AC as well to make it feel nice and good. And that's what
I
it
guess
is.
it's the summer, so we have to deal with that.
The summer heat is on, so we gotta enjoy what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Right. That's it.
yeah. The funny thing about life is that life has so many challenges, and we have to deal with them on a daily basis. And sometimes, especially with our children and all that, how do we deal with certain situations as adults? The different challenges come our way. How do we deal with them? I know you're a married lady, and how some of these challenges, yeah, how do you deal with them? You know?
Well, sometimes the challenges can be overwhelming, but you have to take a step back for the most part and analyze the situation that is in front of you. You have to decide, do I want to get angry or do I want to just go calm so that everybody understands the point of view I'm coming from? Sometimes we do get out of a rage and we start doing things that at the end of the day we end up regretting. But then when we take a decided step back and start working on whatever issues we have to deal with, we find that they are manageable, they become so much more manageable, and it makes our life so much more easier. So the children understand what you are saying, and you understand where the children are coming from with what is happening with them.
Quite interesting because many persons are so frustrated about the different happenings in life each day about the children and the way of life and self-care and all of that. So it's very
That's true.
refreshing to hear that you can also take care of yourself while taking care of the kids and they must understand what is happening around them. And so that would mean that you would have a conversation with them for them to
Yes.
understand the different challenge that mommy goes through, right? Yeah.
Right. That's it. That's it.
One.
That's where you start.
Yeah, I really like the perspective on which you share with that, but just to kind of set a little perspective, regardless of whatever challenges life throws at you, you have it within inside you to be your best at any time. You're never too old to start anywhere
That
because
is true.
you may believe that because you are a mother and a wife and you have kids and all that, you can't do nothing. But you want to go back to school, you can go back. You can start at any point.
It's possible now. Yes, it's possible.
It's called self-actualization. And while you're studying, your children can see that mommy is studying too, and they also get in the mode of reading and all that. So it can be an encouragement, and also encourages you too, because you
Yes,
are not obligated to get high grades. Because you
that's
can't
right.
make
That's
stress
true.
about grades, but you're not getting good grades as well. So
That
yeah,
is so. That is so. Yes. Hmm.
yes. And then how do you? You're a student, are you? You're a student, right?
Yes, I am.
Then how do you manage being a student, mother, and a wife? And I know you have other activities in life that you have to take care of. How do you deal with all those situations? Oh,
Wow.
even the assignments and
Well,
everything. Somebody can encourage the viewers and how do you deal with this? Because I know it's not an easy suit, you know, be a
you
student
know,
and
back in the good old days, our parents and grandparents would be saying, "Nose have to run for good come," right? So if you want good, they say your nose have to run. And also, they always encourage you to burn the midnight oil because when daylight comes, you're going to shine. And so I've somehow adopted that kind of a principle where I try to be there for everybody I have to be there for: husband, children, siblings, parents, friends. I just have to be there for everybody. So during the course of the day, I'm there for everybody. And then when everybody is quietly sleeping or relaxing, enjoying themselves some way, somehow, I hit the road running with whatever task I have to do. I try not to allow for my assignments to pile up on me because some of them are more challenging than some. So what you find is for those that are more challenging, sometimes I attack them first And if I kind of get a little bit, bored or not in the mood anymore, I take up the easier ones. So, they always say when you take it little by little, you feel like you're accomplishing something. So, what I do is when I take up the small ones and I finish them and I send them in, I start smiling, I start dancing, and I start saying, yes, I'm getting there, I'm getting it done. So, you have to take it in strides. People are going to need you more than you need them, and you will have to be there more for people than people are for you. That's the reality of life. So what you find is that you're gonna receive calls, you're gonna receive text messages, you're gonna receive so many requests, prayer requests, different kinds of requests, and you're going to try to help as much as you can. You cannot help everybody, but where you can help, help as much as you can, because at the end of the day, you never know where your help will be coming from at the end of the day. And I'm not talking about your help not coming from God, because we know that our only help is from God, but you don't know the person that or the vessel that God is going to use for you to get that help that you need at the time you need it.
Amen. I really like that. I really like that. So with all that, do you find time for self-care, like for doing exercises,
Barely.
for going to the spa, or, for doing your nails and your hair and all this stuff? Do you find time for that? Because you burn the midnight oil for studying and everything, and I'm sure you got to look nice for your husband because you said you're married and you have kids, so I guess you have to look nice for him. When do you find time to do that in all of this? Because there are a lot of persons who are thinking of going to school, but thinking about the different challenges with everything. How do they put everything in one package for everything to fit? Because you talk about prayer requests and everything as though you are also a Christian. So therefore, persons are expecting you to petition on their behalf. How do you find the
Right.
time to do all that and take care of yourself in the very same time? Plus go to school and do all the assignments on time. How is that possible? And how would you encourage somebody who is thinking about going to school and have all the different challenges that you have to do that?
They say that sometimes everybody needs a little bit of time away from everything that's happening in life. And the truth is, it's not like I have a schedule. I don't do my nails necessarily. So when I do sit down to scrub my feet, that's like probably once every year. But I try to give myself an opportunity to do something that I love to do. And my type of self-care is planting. So when I'm doing planting, I know I am rejuvenating, I'm refreshing, I'm taking a break from the excesses of life or the workings of life, and I'm just giving myself what I love. I do comb my hair for myself, so I could do that at any point in time. I could be in class while the teacher is presenting or anything like that. Then I'm doing that. But when I take the time to plant and I start seeing the fruits and the vegetables coming, I start dancing because I say, yes, this is something I love to do and it makes me happy. So even if I'm feeling a little bit down and depressed, I know once I start planting, once I start seeing fruits growing, I'm gonna be so much brighter. And that is what I do for my self care. A lot of people will say, oh, but that's working. For me, it's not working. For me, it's just taking time away to reset, recharge, rejuvenate, and come back being better. That's me. So I don't have to go to the spa. I don't go to the spa. I don't go out to the beach or anywhere necessarily. My reset moment is to just plant and make sure my plants are doing fine. And when I watch the fruits growing, like now I have cucumbers and tomatoes in abundance. And I'm like, yes, this is what I love to do. And they're all organic. So you know how much work that takes, but at the end of the day, I feel accomplished because I know I'll be reaping from what I'm sowing.
Wow, lovely, lovely. That's a lot, and I really appreciate you sharing. And I hope it can touch somebody to see that look, you still can have a social life that you can, and yeah, a life that you can do your hobby that you like, your planting or whatever you like, and also be that mom and that wife and that friend, whoever you want to be. And it is very lovely the way you put across this evening. That I hope somebody was encouraged and would if you're thinking of going back to school or to start anything, that you have enough time. There are 24 hours in the day, and you can
Yes.
just pick a time on work, and is it 30 minutes? Is it an hour? Is it 90 minutes? Whatever it is, whatever time, you can take it to do something. So my name is George Gillespie, and
My name is
Sasha,
Sasha Clark.
thank you for viewing. Enjoy.
All right. Take care, sir.